David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The returner will. So the Florida State Seminoles offense comes onto the field first today. In a series that's been defined by close games, the last meeting was not that as the Canes blew them away.
They jumped out all over the Noles early in that game. They kind of established that rhythm and swagger. And David, you know, when this team gets the swag and they start feeling themselves, it's ball game. It's over.
When they get it going and the talent they always have upper-end talent on their teams. It's just, can they meet that talent? Can they exceed it sometimes, occasionally? They were up for Florida State a year ago. Let's see if Florida State can return the favor.
The Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after
the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Creates a little room. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Canes! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
As a quarterback, I used to love throwing to running backs that could run great routes. That was a good one there on the angle route. He sold it like he was running to the flat, put his foot in the ground, cut back inside, crossed the defender's face, made it an easy throw and an easy first down.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Second down, he'll throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
The play-action fake. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And here comes that Miami offense back onto solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
Anderson will throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Canes will punt it away on fourth down. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They really sputtered out of the game, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the charm. He'll start this drive firing. Quick completion on the out route. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warrick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to...
Turning it on! And he'll race it to the house! Touchdown, Florida State! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the Dome. Anderson wants to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Quickly complete. Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Noles! They'll try to tack one more on their score.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Anderson will throw. He's got him in the flat. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Off the play fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Canes send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Holds it in and looking upfield. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Great place to start for this offense. The give to the tailback. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the...
Mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. This time it's complete. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Simple call, excellent execution, moves the sticks on third down.
These QBs and receivers, man, they run this route in practice thousands of times. So it's nice to see them come out here and execute it in game conditions. Great job with the timing, great job with the depth and the route. Nice work between those two.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Gibson. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom. Stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. They decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Might be looking to run. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Touchdown Seminoles! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, get clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He's taking the shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Looking for more room. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. This offense has it with really good field position. Anderson wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Carr. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in the hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The give to Davis. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. And the Seminoles are in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Davis. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yards.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Snagged in the middle. It's Gibson. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Oh, he wants it all. Makes a catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Release to the back. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage and reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Brought down after a nice gain. The Seminoles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Fires toward the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Good right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lyle.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Anderson will throw. It's complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And the Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lofton. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. Now a 2-possession game at 24-13. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting them out.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but, David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
They'll line up for a second down play. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. The snap sets up the throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trying play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Florida is currently ahead on the scoreboard, but it's clear Tim Tebow's not out there, and because of that, I don't see a blowout today in the Swamp. They're up by 12 over LSU. Week in and week out in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now. His last 2 games out, completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
Finds the tight end. There he goes. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. play action. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Anderson wants to throw. Makes the grab. Oh, sweet feet. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lofton. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Go straight ahead. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And they're going to send out the field goal unit and take the offense off the field. Big kick here. Can claw them ever so closer to that lead, and the crowd trying to rattle this guy. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
Yeah, and listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Gives it on the option. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
This guy's been running hard all game long in the fourth quarter. Now with that last run, he's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that.
And the rush will get to him.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Noles will send out the punt unit. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Anderson will throw. Quick strike complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense looks like they're coming. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the...
Oh, no, the ball popped out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got the first down and more. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
Man, it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Hauls it in. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Seminoles come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion and still going. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Might be changing the route. Snapped it in the shotgun. Got out of trouble and throws. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Calls his own number. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll start the return inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Got room to work. Still on his feet at the 35. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the stat
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Hurricanes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. The play action fake. Catch in the middle. It's Lofton. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Deep shot for the end zone. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. That's a high ball. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a player. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Sends it back in motion. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to him on the ground. Picks up the first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. It rarely disappoints when